Spring sports in Oswego are now underway and teams are practicing each day, anxiously awaiting the warmer weather. This includes traditional teams like baseball, lacrosse, and track and field. However, Oswego is excited to welcome a new team to the lineup this year. Oswego Unified Basketball is a collaboration of students with and without intellectual disabilities. Oswego's athletic director, Rhonda Bullard, has worked hard to turn this dream into a reality for students.
Yes, this was something that as the county ADs that we met for Oswego County, Fulton was the team last year that had it, and then they had to travel. So this year when we met as county athletic directors, we decided that we would all try to embrace this because it was such a monumental event for Fulton. And Chris Alves, who's the AD there, explained to us how well received it was, what opportunities it provided for both the students with disabilities that don't necessarily get the opportunity to participate in interscholastic sports, but then also the partners, and they're called the partners, and those are students without intellectual disabilities, and they actually assist throughout the process and they play on the team, which is really nice.
Well, I think it's a great chance to collaborate with kids who don't really usually get a chance to play basketball. It's a good opportunity for them as well as us to learn more and have a lot of fun.
New York State Public High School Athletic Association Assistant Director Todd Nelson said that schools that offer unified basketball have seen a positive change in school culture. Students will attend games to support their classmates and acknowledge each other in the hallways, classes, and the cafeteria. We have heard stories of how students with disabilities are not being treated equally in all aspects of the school setting. Todd went on to say, "We currently offer basketball in the spring and bowling in the winter. Our goal is to have a minimum of one sport per season. Some future ideas in the unified program include cross country, track and field, soccer, and volleyball." Brian Peratt, a phys ed teacher at our very own Oswego High School, will coach Oswego's inaugural team. A successful season will take preparation and planning with Coach Peratt.
Well, I think we decided right now we're going to experiment a little bit with practices, but majorly what we're going to do is break it into a station system so that things change really quickly for the population so that they're not getting bored quickly. Attention spans typically are shorter, so what we do is we'll go a shooting station, a passing station, very basic stuff, and then kind of coach up our other students as to how to help our challenge students on the floor. It's different. We're not in it to win it, so to speak. We're in it to have them enjoy the process as well as playing and maybe turn it into a lifetime activity for them. I'm not sure. I think we're going to learn on the fly a little bit, but I think it's well worth it.
Oswego's youth advisor, Kyle Brown, an OHS special education teacher, is hopeful to begin the season strong.
So far, being that with unified sports in Oswego City School District has been collaborating all of our population in the building to give them an experience of a lifetime, to have an enjoyment, non-competitive, authentic learning around the sport of basketball. So my role was to reach out to some of our staff members that work with some of our students along with other staff members to pretty much bring a whole team setting in to have a full community of representing our high school atmosphere.
Although this year's team will only include basketball, Mrs. Bullard is excited about what the future holds.
So once you have basketball for first year, you have the option, and then the second year is obviously to continue with the basketball, but then you can supplement that program with bowling. So I've already talked to our varsity coaches for bowling, and they are certainly welcoming that kind of a program, but I think the district would welcome it too. We have the Lighthouse Lanes, which we could utilize, and I do think that with it being a slightly different sport, I think that we certainly could get maybe some additional students involved with this, and we would certainly like to embrace any opportunities that come down the pike in regards to what other athletic sports that they want to provide for the Unified Sports Program. So everything is pretty much going to be the same uniforms. You know, we have cheerleaders. Obviously, spectators are more than welcome to go. We're going to have concessions. We're going to look at getting the pep band towards one of the later days, one of the games that we have at home. We start off with what is a culminating event here, and we're hosting it this year. And it's going to be a multi-team scrimmage here on the 19th. So that'll kind of be the basis of getting the kids exposed to actual playing time, so that they can understand and get comfortable with having it being in a game kind of a situation. The only real change is that there's not a shot clock. So that really is the only change from any other varsity sport or JV sport that we have.
To show support for the team, any student can purchase a t-shirt to wear on game days with this link. Oswego's unified basketball team will open its season with a scrimmage on April 19th in the OHS Gym at 4:30. For their first regular season game, Oswego will host rival Fulton in the Layton Gym April 30th at 4:30. WBUC's Primetime Sports will have all of your game day coverage, including a live stream. Be sure to tune in. Reporting for WBUC, I'm Dane Richardson. Let's send it back to the studio.